Hey guys, welcome back to Whiskey Blooded. My name is Dave. We're back on our normal schedule here on Wednesday nights. Thanks for joining me. And this is a follow-up video from last week where we reviewed the Orphan Barrel Barterhouse 20-year-old bourbon whiskey. This week, we're going to review their other 20-year-old bottle, which is Rhetoric. This is the 20-year-old bottle. It's aged 20 years. So we talked a lot about Orphan Barrel last week. We're going to kind of skip over that here this week. If you want some information about them, just orphanbarrel.com. Nothing special on the URL, just orphanbarrel.com. So this is their 20-year-old bottle of Rhetoric. The different story now with Rhetoric, this is more of a collector's bottle. It's going to go for a more premium price. The difference with this is that they've released a 20-year-old bottle, they just released a 21-year-old bottle, and each year going forward, they're going to continue to release it until they hit 25 years. So it's their exploration into maturing bourbon product and what it tastes like and the differences between 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25-year-old bourbons. So 20 is already pretty long for a bourbon, and this stuff reflects that. We'll see that here in a second. And 25 is considered, I don't want to say overaged, but a lot of people would say that it's overaged for a bourbon. You're going to lose a lot more product, number one, but also the taste is going to change significantly. So this is the 20-year-old that they came out with last year. They've released the 21-year-old for this year. I don't have a bottle, but it's looking like it might be a little easier to get a hold of than I thought. Maybe not here in Michigan, but I should be able to get my hands on some to review at a later date. So this is the review of Rhetoric. So the story on the side of this one, same story as before, the Orphan Barrel story, but let me read you the story in specific to Rhetoric. So this is from the Orphan Barrel bottle here. It says, this is a purposeful illustration of how barrel maturation imparts a lasting impression on a whiskey year after year. This 20-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey begins with a smoky nose, translating into ripe apples and rich vanilla oak taste, and concludes with a full finish of dried fruits. Subsequent limited releases of this explorative whiskey will be released each year from the remaining maturing stock. So they took this stock, they made this first 20-year-old bottle, and now the remaining stock continues to age, and they're going to continue to release it. So the 21-year-old just came out, 22, and then all the way up to 25 as we continue. Pretty neat, huh? Haven't seen any companies doing that and changing their lineup. I'm sure it's not cheap for them to do that, but this is mighty cool. Let's take a peek at it. And this will probably be, I am halfway through almost. This will probably be the last one of this that I try for a while. I received this bottle as a gift from one of my in-laws, so I don't know what they paid for it, but this will street price you. It should only cost you $109 if you're paying market price, but I've seen most places between $150 and $200. On the 20-year-old bottle, $150 to $200. The 21 seems to be coming in around the normal price of $100 to $110. This is what this stuff looks like, guys. Here we go. It's pretty dark. It's not the darkest bourbon that we've seen, but it's pretty dark. So there you have it. I would put this on like a mahogany level. Like a dark mahogany. As for the smell and the nose, remember last week I talked about how I liked the nose on the Barterhouse, the other 20-year-old product. I may like this nose more. It has much more, for some reason, got to be something to do with how they've toasted the barrel, but this has much more of a prominent oak and leather up front, followed by cherries and candies and some of that toasted caramel. And a little spiciness in the back there. So it's got a great nose. I actually like this nose better than the Barterhouse. The Barterhouse was very sweet. This is very more bourbon to me. I'm not sure the mash bill on this. I should have looked that up, but I'm guessing that this probably has a little less rye in the mash bill. So let's try it. Yeah, you definitely taste that oak bite up front. So it's showing that 20-year-old age more so than their Barterhouse product. It's showing that 20-year-old age, but also it's got to be something to do with how they've done their barrel on this one, how they've charred it. So right up front, you get a good bite of oak and a little bit of leather, but it's very, very well balanced into this, followed by a tiny bit of fruit sensation, like a lighter fruit. Some of those dried fruits that are pretty characteristic in bourbon. At the end, a little flash of mint and chocolate, and some earthy tones, some earthy notes in there. Maybe a little bit of butterscotch vanilla. Yep. And there's a tiny bit of rye in here too, some floral notes, which I'm getting now. So oak, tiny bit of floral up front. Then as it goes through, some of the leathers going along nicely. Those dried, lighter fruit notes, chocolatey, earthy finish. It's got a great taste to it. It's got a great taste. It's not a bad price either for a 20-year-old bourbon. A lot of these 20-year-olds now are starting to cost a lot. So, what do I think about it? I'm at a toss-up. I don't know. They're just different. The Barterhouse compared to the Rhetoric, I would say get both. They're just different. This one's more bourbon-like and shows its age better. The Barterhouse is very sweet and very sweet, very buttery, I would put it, compared to this. So I'm going to give it a similar score. I actually haven't written the score here. I haven't tried this one in a while, so I'm going to write the score down right now. I'm going to give this one a similar score. And I'm going to say, just because I know what they're selling for now, I'm going to take a little bit away. I'm going to say that this bottle we're going to do at 90 out of 100 for the Rhetoric 20-year-old. So 90 out of 100 on Rhetoric. I think it's a great product. I think it's a cool bottle. I think the whole story is great. I'm looking forward to trying the release every year. I'm not looking forward to paying the price, but the price isn't terrible. Actually, when you think about price, if you can get this for what it's supposed to go for, which is around 110, that's less than what the new Elijah Craig 18-year-old is supposed to hit the market for. Now I realize that that's a different type, and that's their kind of flagship product, and that's coming back on the market. But this, if you can get it at the right price, is a great bottle. This is a fantastic bottle. I would definitely recommend for everyone to have each of the Orphan barrel bottles in their collection. Everyone that I've tried has actually impressed for something that when I first read about it, I did not believe that it would impress, and it has impressed, and I would definitely recommend that you try it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and if you guys have any comments or concerns or anything else with the channel, let me know. I'm looking at my collection in the corner right now and thinking about what I can give you an idea on for a preview for next week, and I think it's time to maybe kick back to something that's just normal, like not something that's special. So I'm thinking we might do just a normal old bourbon, something you can pick up and find anywhere. So I've actually got a bunch of those. I'm looking now and seeing which ones I should do. Let me know what you guys want. If I can get it here, then I'll do it, and I probably have it already. Maybe we'll do like a store pick. I could do a store pick of like an Eagle Rare or a Blanton's or something like that. I could do a store pick for those of you in Michigan, if you like that stuff. Or I could just do something that I haven't done before that you want to see. So we'll do that for next week. And then going into the holidays, we'll save the really cool, I mean, I've already gone through a couple of my cool bottles, but we'll go through any of the new stuff I get this year. If I get anything from the yearly releases, I'll review that. So as we go through the end of the holiday season, or as we go into the holiday season here at end of the year, I'll do some of the cooler stuff. I'll probably save that for like holiday nights and stuff like that when I'm actually cracking these open to try with friends. So, all right, guys, thanks again. This is Dave one more time. Thanks for watching the channel. If you don't already, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.